There was an enormous amount of freedom because we weren't selling anything at that time. So, you know, what did you have to lose?
Hi, I'm Tim Blanks for Style.com, and it really tickles my fancy to look back at Tom Ford lighting the fuse on the sex bomb that he exploded in the mid-90s. Tom Ford defined the mid-90s. There were a handful of shows that completely moved the goalposts for everybody.
It wasn't a particularly sexy moment. You know, we'd come out of the waif, and fashion was... people were maybe a little bit too afraid to celebrate hedonism on a runway at that moment in time.
It offended people, it seduced them. I mean, those shows were just very, very sexy.
You have to tap into things at the right moment in time. And I felt that a lot of people felt like I did about fashion at that moment in time. And it was like a light bulb, and I thought, you know, enough of all this crap. I think everyone should just be sexy, and it should, you know, I was so convinced that that was the way that I didn't question it for a minute.
He understood sex, and sex sells, and boy, did he sell it. He had a very, very fruitful collaboration with stylist Corinne Reutfeld and photographer Mario Testino.
It was really a celebration of the fact that we are material beings, you know, that we live in a material world.
He managed to take the sort of finer points of American sportswear and add this notion of the power of sin.
It was the moment when I gave my personality to the world as a fashion designer. I think you can only give that out. You can put it out there once. People either respond or they say, oof.
That image of Georgina Granville in the white dress, if somebody said pick a moment that epitomizes the 90s, boom, that's it.
Mine too. That was one of my favorite collections. Even though the clothes were very simple, I think they were the right thing at the right time.
And that was Tom Ford taking us for a walk on his wild side. Does that still look sexy today? I'd love to know what you think. Leave us your comments and please subscribe to Style.com.